Hello guys, I'm Ramanjanelu and welcome back to my channel Ramanjanelu the Info. In today's episode, we devolve into the most significant headlines and stories from the Hindu newspaper. So let's break down into simple points for better understanding. Let's get started. Let's begin with article number 1. Sikkim's fallen dam hunts India's stream in Bhutan. So point number 1, incident in Sikkim. On October 4th, a dam associated with the Sikkim Marchas 1200 megawatts Teesta 3 hydroelectric project collapsed, resulting in the loss of at least 94 lives in area downstream in Sikkim and West Bengal. Then point number 2, concerns in Bhutan. This dam collapse has raised concerns regarding the safety of two major Indian assisted hydropower projects in Bhutan. They are one, the 1200 megawatts Purangchu stage 1, and second one the 1020 megawatts Purangchu stage 2. So these projects along with the 660 megawatts Kolangchu are funded by India and are aimed at benefiting northern and eastern Indian state. Then point number 3, Central Electricity Authority note. In February, the Central Electricity Authority published a note about the progress of these projects, and there were very few updates by August. So point number 4, Pune 1 project delay. The note mentioned that Pune 1 project, which began in 2008 and was originally expected to be operational by 2024 to 25, is facing delays due to issues like movement and subsidence of the right bank hills in the dam area. So they are considering the options like stabilizing the right bank and completing dam work, or even abandoning the dam in favor of barrage upstream. So in summary, the collapse of Sikkim dam has raised concerns about the safety and progress of Indian assisted hydropower projects in Bhutan, particularly the Pune 1 projects, which is facing delays and potential reevaluations of its construction due to geological issues. Then coming to article number 2, ferry to Sri Lanka plies after 40 years. Point number 1, ferry service resumes after 40 years. A high-speed passenger ferry service called Cheryapani has resumed operations after nearly 4 decades, connecting Nagapattinam in Tamil Nadu, India, with Kankasanturi in northern province of Sri Lanka. Then point number 2, inaugurated by PM Modi. The passenger ferry service was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, marking an important movement in enhancing economic and diplomatic ties between India and Sri Lanka. Then point number 3, diplomatic significance. PM Modi emphasized the diplomatic significance of the ferry service, stating that it not only brings two cities closer but also strengthen the ties between two countries and their people. Then point number 4, role of connectivity. Modi highlighted that improved connectivity through this service would promote trade, tourism and people-to-people interaction, creating new opportunities for growth for the youth of both nations. Then point number 5, historical maritime trade. Nagapattinam and nearby towns have a rich history of maritime trade, and the service revives and builds on that historical connection. Then point number 6, ferry detail. A high-speed craft Cheryapani set a sail with 50 passengers and 12 crew members embarking on its journey at 8:15 am. Then point number 7, support from leaders. Both PM Modi and Sri Lankan President Ranil Wickremesinghe expressed their support for this diplomatic effort and highlighted the importance of launching the ferry service during President Wickremesinghe visit to India in July. So in summary, the resumption of the ferry service after 40 years between Nagapattinam, India, and Kankasanturai, Sri Lanka, holds significant for strengthening ties, trade, tourism, and people-to-people connection between the two nations. Then coming to article number 3, The PM Modi confirms India's bid to host 2036 Olympics. Point number 1. PM Modi's announcement. Prime Minister Narendra Modi publicly expressed India's ambition to host the 2036 Summer Olympics, which, if realized, would make India the fourth Asian nation to host the Olympics. Then point number 2, no city mentioned. Prime Minister did not specify which city in India would host the Olympics. Then point number 3, IOC session and historic victory. PM Modi noted the significance of the International Olympics Committee session taking place in India after 40 years gap. He also congratulated Team India for their historic victory against Pakistan in the World Cup, so which occurred in Ahmedabad on the same day. In summary, PM Modi announced India's aspiration to host the 2036 Summer Olympics, which would be a significant achievement for the country. However, the specific host city was not mentioned during the statement. Then coming to article number 4. The ferry services to Sri Lanka is a blow to Lakshadweep. So point number 1, a new ferry services to Sri Lanka. A new ferry services has been launched connecting Tamil Nadu and Sri Lanka. This development has left the residents of Lakshadweep feeling shortchanged due to its impact on their transportation options. Then point number 2, islanders demand for more vessels. Islanders of Lakshadweep had been requesting additional passenger vessels for inter-island transportation. Then point number 3, the Cherepani reallocated. The high-speed ferry Cherepani, capable of carrying 150 passengers, was redirected from its services within the Lakshadweep Islands to serve the ferry route to Sri Lanka. Then point number 4, reduced capacity. This reassignment resulted in a reduction of the passengers carrying capacity for inter-island transportation. Previously, 3 high-speed vessels within a combined capacity of 450 passengers served the islands. Now only Valiapani and Perali are left with a combined capacity of 300 passengers, exacerbating the transportation crisis for the islanders. Then point number 5, impact on long distance travel. A high-speed ferries are crucial for reaching the farthest island in this group, Minicoy. So with the reduction in their number, access to this island and others becomes more challenging. Then point number 6. Limited intra-island ferries. Apart from high-speed ferries, there are only 3 intra-island ferries, each capable of carrying 50 passengers. However, these ferries are not authorized to operate the mainland or to Minicoy. Then point number 7, issues with existing ships. Islanders have been complaining about the unreliable services provided by the 5 ships that connect the island group with Kochi, further highlighting the transportation challenges faced by the residents. So in summary, the launch of the new ferry service to Sri Lanka has adversely affected the transportation within the Lakshadweep Islands, reducing passengers' capacity and exacerbating the transportation crisis for the islanders. Then coming to article number 5. Some FCRA listed NGOs failed to show the right area of work. The point number 1, NGOs receiving foreign funds for religious purposes. Over the past 9 years, 407 NGOs in India received approval from the government to receive foreign funds for religious activities. Among them, 194 are known to be running Christian programs. Then point number 2, NGOs with unspecified religious activities. Some NGOs, although believed to be works in religious spaces, have not listed religious as one of their purposes. For example, the International Society of Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON, is registered as both a social organization and religious one in different states. Then point number 3, FCRA registration requirement. To receive foreign donations, NGOs must be registered under the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act FCRA 2010. They can register under various categories related to culture, economics, education, religion, or social work. Then point number 4, cancellation of FCRA registration. In 2023, 4 FCRA registrations were cancelled, and all of them belong to Christian organizations. Some faced allegations related to religious conversions and constructing churches with foreign funds. Then point number 5, breakdown of FCRA registration. Data show that from 2014 to October 2023, 3,117 associations received fresh FCRA registrations. Of this, 194 were registered under the religious Christian. So 139 under religious Hindu and other under different religious categories. So point number 6, recent denial of FCRA registration. The ministry denied nearly 50% of registration requests in the annual report of 2020-21. In 2022, the 153 NGOs were denied FCRA registrations. Then point number 7, the current FCRA registration. As of September 29, 2023, there were 16,686 NGOs with active FCRA registrations in India. So in the past 5 years, the government cancelled the registrations of 1,827 NGOs. So point number 8, critics by civil society groups. Civil society groups have criticized the FCRA provisions, suggesting that they are being used to restrict the non-profit sector funding sources. Then point number 9, government perspective. The Union Home Minister Amit Shah mentioned that FCRA registration for the Golden Temple was one of the several steps taken by the government for welfare of Sikh community. Point number 10, recent FCRA rule changes. The ministry introduced new rules for NGOs, including declaring assets created from foreign contributions. The 2020 amendments include bans on domestic transfer of foreign funds and stricter financial regulation. Then point number 11, preventing misuse. Amit Shah stated that 2020 FCRA amendments successfully prevented the misuse of foreign funds and improved monitoring. So in summary, the FCRA registration and regulation of NGOs receiving foreign funds in India have been a topic of discussion, so with changes and criticism from various quarters. So this is all about the first article covered in the Hindu news analysis. In next video, cover remaining articles in the today's news analysis. So thanks for watching this video. Until the next time, this is Ramanyalu signing off. Jai Hind.